for being here. It is a wonderful occasion. We respect that you took our invitation and took all the way and come here. We thank you very much. And all the people sitting on the front of me, and all the people who are and students, thank you for coming to me. So then I asked Paris and Nisha. Paris is our executive director. So what is that? By the way, we are having various new initiatives. We are taking new initiatives. So I thought, should I tell about it in the morning? Or should I tell about it in the evening? So there was some new for the minister is that. But I think you can tell in both places. So yes, it is my father's dream. He is not a serial, not one after the other. He started companies across the globe. You have to understand he was a school dropout. Went to Sri Lanka, Singapore and Hong Kong and he registered in London business. And he wanted to diversify the business. So 1960s, mid-60s, towards late 60s, he invested in a radio head manufacturing unit. Can you imagine this gentleman's foresight? To identify from a diamond business and a rural area from Kilakarai, to identify that VCRs will take off. So he invested in a radio head manufacturing unit. Then he invested in a PSF indirect unit. Polyester filament line, polyester cable Kenya, the same time Reliance was started. He invested in Indonesia. And he invested in textile factory in Sri Lanka. It's not high-tech, but he likes the person. And he invested in a construction company. He started in 1962. That is mainly to give jobs to people. And this construction company started a construction company in the Middle East and it became a $6 billion company. What is the takeaway from this? It is the ability to identify the problem statement. What are the amazing ideas video head manufacturing, PSF energy at that time. So for this audience, what are the emerging areas? What is the problem statement? What are you solving? What is it you are bringing to the table? What is the unit economics? That is, every time you sell your product or service, the bottom line has to be positive. Gone are the days you have a negative cash flow. People, angel investors, the funders who come are not very keen to find negative cash flows. So, and then can you scale? Can you take this business across the board? So with this, we are trying to bring in startups. I have to be honest, when we started, we didn't do too many analysis. Myself and Babu are like, okay, what can we do? And Biovac, because we have a biotechnology strong department, said they will give us 3 crores. So we went to Biovac, into biotechnology. This was decent. But going after that, it is not planned. The next, we went and invested with Intel. Intel gave us some computers. So that is a really good plan. And subsequently, now we have gone and started with after investigation. So CIIC is he from here? CIIC is coming today. So that is planned. So smart, clean, mobility, connected vehicle, that is the plan. As you can see here, future mobility pavilion, please visit it. So that is what is in store for us. This number, and I haven't actually told the budget itself or to the marketing team, but my brother knows, is that how many startups should we aspire in the next 10 years? So we are targeting 1% of our faculty, student and faculty strength. So we have 11,500. So we are aspiring 1%. So that will not happen overnight. So that we are taking various steps. One of the steps is we are tying up with Theta X in Georgia Tech in US. They have done 1,000 startups in 10 years, student startups. 1,000 student startups in 10 years. So I asked, what is the playbook? Please help us, tell us what to do. So we're going to sign an MOU. So that's an exciting area. And I was just telling Mr. Kumar, we are getting various advice. Mr. Panneerselvam is telling us concentrate in MSME. Tamil Nadu is a big MSME center. So concentrating on the center of excellence. So we have to choose the area, the kind of people, and also we want to go to Bombay, to NCR, to co-working space.
இனிய காலை வணக்கம். Assalamu alaikum. Members of the dais, guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great privilege for us to welcome you today. Thank you very much for this overwhelming support and participation. Such participation is really what encourages us to do what we are aiming to do. I just want to highlight a little bit. I think my brother Abdul Qadir has already explained. Then our founder, our father and founder of this great institution was a die-hard entrepreneur and nation builder, philanthropist, deeply committed to developing society, community, nation and beyond. His impact has been felt not just in Tamil Nadu, pretty much the entire world and the nation. As far as we are concerned, we are trying to take this great legacy forward. We are trying to see how his philosophy of entrepreneurship is inculcated in every one of our institutions and how do we spread this message right across. Of course, Parvez was mentioning earlier, one of the dream projects that we are trying to work towards, I think all of you are well aware of our 2047 target, which is basically Viksit Bharat. And if our institutions are all aligned to the story, we should perhaps be looking at a nation which will have a GDP of $40 trillion by 2047. And God willing, 10% of that should be Tamil Nadu's target. So hopefully we will all be working towards a $4 trillion target from the current $400 billion that Tamil Nadu is currently demonstrating. If we apply I think IIT Madras Research Park has shown us the way forward. Today, IIT has a current valuation, of course, all the IITs, and correct me if I'm wrong, is about 55,000 crores. இன்னைக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா 55,000 கோடி. IIT Madras is one of the highest value creators in the entire nation in the education ecosystem. So what we are trying to do, along with CIIC, my brother's support and all the family members' support, is see how we take this playbook to all institutions in the state. And in the chamber, United Economic Forum, which I'm the president, we have 45 associated education institutions. So 45 institutions in Ghana, how do we support each and every one of them to have $1 billion target in terms of sales by 2047? How do we take this formula to the Tamil Nadu state? There are 4,000 colleges in Tamil Nadu. I was just discussing with my son and Anita Madam of the state. If 4,000 colleges, each one enables $1 billion turnover, that will add a $4 trillion economy for Tamil Nadu. This is what we are working towards. We need all your support, guidance, blessings, participation, so that we can all work towards an Unnada Tamilagam, an Unnada Bharatam, and Viksit Bharat. Thank you very much. Vanakkam. Jai Hind.